I see the next thing on the docket is the NBA more athletic than the NFL? Yes. Next.
No.
What?
No, brother.
Athletically, absolutely.
Nope.
Factor in offensive linemen. You got the scale, brother. Offensive lineman brings our scale way fucking down. Defensive linemen, especially interior defensive linemen, way fucking down. And then you get the guys on the outside who all football players, especially the skill group, love basketball. They fucking are all about basketball. So why didn't they play basketball?
They're not big enough.
Because they weren't athletic enough.
No.
There's some little dudes out there.
Here's my
argument.
Here's my argument.
Okay.
If you take NBA players and NFL players and play them across every sport, which league will be more successful across all sports? And I think it is the NFL. Baseball.
I see baseball is my first thought of like, I think it'd be maybe bad across the board.
Bad across the board.
Like I think if NFL played baseball is probably one of the hardest sports to play.
No.
Not like from exerting energy, but hitting a baseball.
Yeah, hitting a fastball is one of the hardest skills.
Hitting a curveball is the hardest skill in sports.
But
allegedly.
I think NFL players have the upper hand on that.
Why?
Because I think we're just fucking better than basketball players.
Yeah, that's good fucking
You know what I'm
stats you just
saying?
laid down. Those are good stats.
There's not. NFL players, the boys can play some ball now. You're not going to beat basketball players at their own game. However, there's not an NBA player that can backpedal and cover one wide receiver in the league.
True.
I think cornerback is the hardest position of any sport across all leagues.
Besides left tackle, yeah, I would. That's close. It's absolutely close. Yeah, but you're doing two arguments now. First you said all sports. I brought up baseball. You didn't really say a whole lot, and then you went to could basketball players play?
I think as far as like body control and everything else, there's a lot of fucking good NBA players. But I think the majority.
Are you talking about body control? These dudes are in the air for seconds at a time, controlling a ball, moving it backwards. I'm going to put it up. No, I'm not. I'm going to give it to this guy back here. That's wild.
Power, speed, agility, football.
Track. Who's winning that?
Mental toughness. NFL's wiping the floor with the NBA.
High jump?
Wiping the floor with the NBA. You don't think there's some bunnies out there, receiver?
There's some bunnies out there, but dude, basketball is built on bunnies.
Did you not see DK Metcalf fucking jump in the air? You think basketball players are the only ones that can jump? Did you see my 32-inch vertical at Pro Day?
No.
There you go, 32-inch.
32.
Not one person in the NBA got a 32-inch.
High jump record, North County Middle School, 5'10". Will Compton, nasty. However, I'm not arguing myself here, but I think, dude, you're gonna have. There's some freak fucking athletes in the NFL.
Freak athletes.
You're thinking of what? LeBron James, of course.
Thinking about all the basketball players. They all can dunk. They all can fucking do the shit.
Not to do anything.
Get in the air.
Dunk.
They get in the air. They jump way more than all football players jump.
Dog. NFL. There's bunnies out there, bro.
What about what's another sport? Hockey. They're all going to be bad at hockey.
NFL will beat NBA at hockey.
Yeah, I agree.
Soccer, NFL.
Look at that.
Dude, anybody can do a 360 fucking dunk.
60 windmill?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a couple NFL guys out there. Max Crosby. Just put out my boy Max like that. And he's
Max
white.
Crosby ain't doing no 360 fucking windmill dunk. He can probably do a 360 dunk.
He can windmill too.
He can win, but he can't do both at the same time. Look at that.
That was wild.
That was fucking wild.
Who's
He's
that?
gonna duck his head.
Who is that guy?
LeBron James, bro. We're not arguing best athlete. We're arguing who has the best pool of athletes. And I think it is
Dwight Howard,
the
best
NFL.
shoulders in the game.
And he's 7 feet tall.
7 feet.
And he moves like that.
Bro.
You mean to tell me Russell Westbrook, if he trains him.
Oh my God. Look at him.
No, it's very impressive.
He's moving his face out of the way of the rim.
That's very impressive.
And you don't even know that person's name.
Yeah, of course. NBA guys are tall.
Hey, I'm about to put on some NFL highlights so we can really get a good basis.
Bro, the basketball is a more athletic sport than football.
No. Listen, for all the NFL boys out there right now, I'm fighting. I will die on this hill for us. And not me.
I wish.
We know who we're talking about.
Yeah, I wish I could argue this with you.
Bro, you would find a more competitive, you'd find a more entertaining league of NFL players having their own basketball league than NBA players playing football.
So false.
I don't know. That's a good point.
Dog,
No.
bro, these guys
Hey.
flop. They ain't got the mental capacity to play in the NFL.
That is also true. But
That's not
I
a
feel like
part
these,
of the.
these arguments keep changing with Will. I'm saying athletically, basketball is more athletic than football. If you switch to
Like
sports,
82,
I would rather watch basketball
No,
players
hang on.
play
Go-
NFL players play basketball
Bring
than
up
the opposite.
bring up the notes.
Antonio Gates never played college football and dominated the NFL.
He wasn't that good.
Antonio Gates,
Hey, hey, relax.
Jimmy Graham, another good one.
Yeah. Nobody could go from the NFL into the
Time out,
NBA.
time out. No, you're right about that. Like that's a more specific sport. You have to be at least like 6'6" to even get a look in the NBA. But we're talking who has the best athletes, right?
We talk about who has best
The
athlete.
most athletic sport. Yeah, you're not gonna find guys being able to play in the NBA like you're amongst giants. But as far as like pound for pound best athletes, it's gonna be the NFL.
No.
It's just weird how you keep kind of twisting the argument.
You're like using NBA players' height against them.
Yeah, it's a weird deal.
Okay, hang on. Let's define what an athlete is.
Running, jumping, hand-eye coordination.
That's an athlete. That's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about speed, power, and agility?
Sure.
Running is that.
Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jumping is
Running.
how your body creates power to get in the air. And agility, I mean, you see the fucking handles on some of these guys breaking ankles out
So
there.
you think NBA players have better agility than NFL?
No.
Then why'd you just try
It
to argue?
depends. I
for
say across the board, yes. From
across the board, what?
like a center versus an offensive
I need to
lineman.
hear you say it. Across the board, you think NBA has better agility than the NFL players?
Across the board, yes. If you're putting in defensive lineman, offensive lineman, yes, because you're thinking about just skill positions. All these guys on the court, and there's less of them. They're so fucking athletic. But at NFL, you got 5 fucking offensive linemen out there. Some of these guys can't fucking touch their toes. I've played with them. I am an elite athletic offensive lineman, and I fucking wouldn't stand a chance with those centers or the other guys in there.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess it just depends on what the argument is. Like if you're trying to find the
Brother,
best athletes,
I'm getting lost.
I know, but you're obviously like if you're bringing in centers, like centers are not that athletic. They can play
Dwight
basketball.
Howard's not athletic.
Dwight Howard is. Taylor Lewan's extremely
Joel
athletic.
Embiid's not athletic.
He's athletic.
Bam Adebayo's not athletic.
They
That's
have
crazy.
Because
They
the
have-
game's changed so much. If we're talking about the 90s,
they have
Right.
length, skill, and coordination.
And they're fast.
No, these boys are not that fast out there. I would dust them. I would dust them in a 40.
Will,
Joel Embiid can line it up.
Bro, Bam
Will, you would
Adebayo.
dust them, but you're a linebacker.
I know. I'm arguing for not offensive linemen. I'm arguing for skill players.
Okay, so if we're going to change the argument again, I'll change it with you. Skill players, overall athleticism versus NBA players. What we talking about? Everybody but the centers? Everybody but the
Yeah.
centers? Okay, I agree with you. Is that what you needed?
I
Because-
guess. I'm not looking for you to agree. I'm just saying, like, if the
No,
argument,
we're having a debate about a conversation. The issue I'm having with this conversation is we are jumping across the board to find where we can say that NFL players are more athletic than NBA players. And I'm cool with that because I'd rather be on this side with you anyway. If you're looking at skill players, receivers and corners versus NBA players in just athletic things, I believe the NFL would win that.
that's
every
what,
time.
That's what my
I
argument
don't
is.
know.
To me, it's like who has more athletes, the NBA or the NFL? To me, it's like, are we
By numbers alone, NFL is going to dust it.
if we're measuring
Bigger teams.
if we're measuring
Exactly.
if we're measuring across how many sports can all these athletes play, I think the NFL player will be able to play a wider range of sports than a basketball player.
If you took the top 5 athletes in the NFL versus the top 5 athletes in the NBA, you think it still lines up like that?
How are we measuring it?
Just based off of other sports and transit.
Baseball, track,
Yep.
Hockey, fucking all of it?
Yep.
Yes, I think NFL takes it.
I think you got to take into account the amount of overseas players in the NBA that probably grew up playing all those other sports too.
We're talking about
Like
NFL and
soccer.
NBA.
I think we found our
Right,
tier
but
talk
if
for
you're
this
going
week, boys.
across other sports, some of those basketball players might be really fucking good at soccer. versus like a football player.
About guys in
from
the
America.
NBA right now?
Yes.
Possibly. Chad Ochocinco. Fucking anybody, line him up.
Anybody, line them up.
We've seen him play soccer.
Let's do this. What a perfect opportunity it is to go into our tier talk for this week. We'll put a little bit of a caveat on it. At the back of the bus, we'll do top 5 NBA players to play any other sport besides the NBA, and Will and I will do NFL players to go against those guys, and we'll leave it to the masses on the internet to decide who is going to win that.
Man, you need a fuckload of data to see what it is.
Yeah, but we're on a bus.
Current players.
Current players. You guys are going to figure out the top 5 basketball players, freak athletes, to go play other sports against the top 5 NFL athletes Will and I choose. That sound fair? You're gonna do the top 5 sports in America. So alleviating basketball and NBA. So it would be, alleviating NFL and NBA. So you're gonna do baseball, hockey, track, soccer. Yeah, soccer's probably bigger than track. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, track, they
Right?
truly don't stand a chance.
I disagree.
On what?
I think the field portion.
Like shooting guards are just as fast as like Russell Westbrook's just as fast as the
Who?
NFL.
Tyreek
guys.
Hill?
No. Absolutely not.
I'm officially taking Will's side on this. Will's done a great job of changing the narrative of this thing throughout. We can go back and look. However, where we've ended up now, I'm now on Will's side. So you guys, let's take 5. You guys find your basketball players, and we'll take our we'll find our NFL players.
Too many, man. Too many
We
good
got
ones.
6.
on
We're
our
gonna
end.
do 6. Yep, we're doing 6.
Add one more. Put somebody who's on
Yeah,
the.
if you guys are that confident, we'll do 6.
Yeah.
You want me to say them all since you're boys?
Yeah. Let them know that how we're doing tier talk this week. It's going to be a little different.
All right, boys, we're going to do tier talk a little different this week. Obviously, we discussed it before the Black Tux ad. A little bit of debate has hit the bus. The question is who would do better in other sports? NBA players versus NFL players. They are all playing sports that are not their original sport that we see and love them on their days of competition. The back of the bus will be doing NBA players, and Will and I have made a strong list of NFL players that we are going to put in. We'll let the internet to decide, and we will come back Monday or Wednesday next week. Sorry, Tuesday or Thursday next week, and have you. We'll have the results right then and there. Boys in the back, would you like to start?
Do it.
Who's your 6 athletes out of the NBA?
Starting at 6.
Yeah,
Sure,
ours are no particular
Yeah, I mean,
order.
no
Yeah,
order.
we're just
no
yeah.
orders.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
all on the team.
All right, our list: LeBron James, the GOAT athlete;
That's a good one.
A good one.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, the only 7-footer to ever move how any 7-footer has ever moved in the world. The world has never seen anybody like Giannis before.
Yeah, I think we got that the first time.
One of
The
one.
world hasn't seen many 7-footers, but go ahead.
There's a lot in the NBA actually. So next we have Ja Morant, which the highlight reel speaks for itself.
Yeah, that strip club video was wild.
It was.
You don't like having fun?
Would hate to bring up some NFL players' names with some videos out there.
Who's that? Name one.
Antonio Brown.
Thank you, Jack.
Anyways,
Ray Rice.
yeah,
Yeah.
Joe Mixon. Fuck.
Oh, we
That
got.
was an accident with Joe.
Whoa.
Take it easy.
I was-
Hey, take it
yeah,
easy,
you're
take
right.
it easy, take it easy.
I shouldn't have said that.
We got Russell Westbrook, De'Aaron Fox, and number 6. We want a dunk contest guy, or do we want to?
Whether it's Aaron or Zach.
Yeah, we'll do Zach Levine.
I feel good about this.
Yeah. All of them.
3, maybe 4.
All of them. I know them all. Our list in no particular order. Gonna give you guys a spoiler real quick. There is not one white guy on our list. We're gonna go Tyreek Hill. Sorry, boys, you've lost the speed game. DK Metcalf. Odell Beckham Jr. That's all right. You guys go and laugh.
He has soccer
I-
videos on YouTube. Come on.
Bro, I've spoke to the boys that play with him at LSU. He can do every sport in a very elite way. So we'll see who's laughing when this thing actually comes to life. AJ Brown, drafted for both baseball and football. Devontae Adams, which we have on good authority. Apparently, Devontae Adams could have actually played in the NBA.
He got offered in college. for both.
for both
Basketball.
and decided.
Mm.
So there goes JP's argument.
Similar to LeBron and Allen
And it's our
Iverson.
time. Next, and our last pick, our second to last pick, is going to be Justin Jefferson. And we've actually got a bonus 7 for you guys because we've got plenty to go off of. What is that, Will?
Another high draft in baseball was Kyler Murray.
We could even do Kyler Murray if we wanted.
Please
We
do.
need guys that are focused. We'll take them out.
Not playing video games.
Not playing video games. We need guys that are focused.
Yeah, but just athletic ability. Kyler Murray is.
Yeah. Better than any NBA player.